Karina, who's that girl, she's making some animal fries, like the ones at In-N-Out. And then Heidi and Caitlin brought some really yummy food. Oh, thank you. These are my friends.
When one starts tasting like
Okay.
water.
The Italian IKEA. Today is Monday, September 9th. I'm at some piazza by the Duomo. I'm just crying a little bit. I'm feeling really stressed just because I'm supposed to be meeting my friends somewhere and it's completely routing me to the wrong area and I just don't know where I'm going. I know that sounds dumb, it's just, I don't know. There's a lot of confusion getting like to and from the IKEA. So it's just kind of stress from that, and then also my plans got moved around again today. And it's just been a lot recently. So we're at El Gato y la Volpe, yeah?
Yeah.
And so Alex ordered gnocchi, and then I ordered la sopa de verduras. I'm working on it, trust me. So I'm at the San Ambrosio market. They're starting to put their stuff away, but you could still see a good portion of what they have over there. Claire's is getting some food. Very, very cool. It's pretty strong, I guess. We have the same shoe. Oh my god, you're bringing so much energy into this.
It's like I haven't even had my Red Bull yet.
It's like a chill walk, and you're just like... Ciao. I thought that I would give you just a little like day-by-day update. Sorry, I'm kind of reading off of my laptop to make sure I don't forget anything important. So day by day since the last time I posted. So I posted on September 6th. So September 7th, we just had our friend's dinner. It was a pretty lazy day, but and the animal fries that Serafina made actually turned out pretty good. And she's looking into figuring out how to make those at her own apartment because the issue is that she doesn't have an oven and we do, so that's why she was over. And then on September 8th, we went to IKEA and then I bought a duvet and a duvet cover. One interesting thing about the food courts at IKEA is that you can buy like gelato there. And so we got dinner and I put the little gelato cup and then they handed me a coin to use the gelato machine. And then there's 3 different options, I believe, of gelato. There's the sorbet, which is what I got. It's like I think it's a strawberry sorbet. I don't know. Either way, it was really good. Then there's vanilla, and then there's vanilla with chocolate. Oh, there might be a 4th vanilla with strawberry, I think, accents. I don't know. Oh, the machine was super confusing too. Like, I went up with Max so that way we could watch all of like our stuff while the rest of the students got up to go get their gelato. So me and Max were just trying to figure it out, and I started freaking out a bit because like all the instructions are in Italian and I just didn't know what to press. And then it's okay. I figured it out. We got it, boys. So September 9th, we went to class. I had lunch with Alex and then I had dinner at the Mercato Centrale with just some Pomona kids. So like Antoinette, George, and Tyler, I believe is all that was there. And then on September 10th, we went to the Santa Ambrogio market right after school. And then later I went with Serafina, Maria, and Claire, the brunette Claire, to hike up to the top of the Michelangelo Piazza Michelangelo. I don't know, it's really pretty, and if you're visiting Florence, it's definitely something that you should see. And then on September 11th, it was my first drawing class. Oh no. Okay, so as you know, I'm a perfectionist, so it made things a bit challenging to get started, and I was just kind of overwhelmed, but after the first like 30 minutes of it, I ended up getting it. Oh, and then that class, there were nude models, which is wild to me. I didn't know that we were starting it off from the get-go. So like class started, she just told us the class policies, and it's like a pass-fail class, like she's not grading us, so that's good for me. And there's only like 16 or 17 people in our class, and we have 2 rooms, so there's like 8 students in one room and 8 students in the other room, and then everyone has like easels. And it was just a lot to figure out how like easels work and like what pencils to use and how to measure, and like you have to do like this thing and then put it on the paper and like compare measurements and like angles, and I'm nervous for next week. So then September 12th, I went shopping. I was looking for a dress for the field trip that you guys saw. So that was the day before the field trip, and so I went with Alex, and we went to the Brandy, and then we went to Zara. So the Brandy Melville here is actually pretty big. It's a 2-story Brandy Melville, which is crazy because usually when you see Brandy Melville products like in stores, it's just like the tiny little like kiosk-ish area of the Nordstrom and at the mall. And so it's weird how many products they have that I just like haven't seen. Oh, and at the Brandy, they're selling shirts that says like Colorado and like California, like, but you're in Florence, why are you selling this? I don't know. But and then we were leaving, so Alex had her field trip to the Santa Croce on Thursday, and then mine's on Monday. So like I just ended up walking her there. And then on the way back through from the Brandy, so there's like a really that's a really touristy area. It's really close to the Ponte Vecchio. So we were like walking through, and like legit, I just feel like this weird pressure like right here, like on my neck, and I'm like, excuse me, right? So I turn around and they're like kind of like pulling me, and I just like turn around and I like look at this man who has like an all white painted face, and it was really, really creepy. And surprisingly, I did have the strength to be like, please don't touch me. And I'm honestly kind of ashamed that all I could muster up the strength to say was, please don't touch me. But like, it was definitely I was so shook from that. I was just like, and yeah, he like, I don't know. I was trying to research like what the motive was. It's like, he wasn't trying to steal from me. He wasn't touching my bag at all. He just was, I don't know, trying to scare me. He was kind of like, Alex said that he looked like a mime, but I've heard that that's like what gypsies do here. Like they paint their face and then they like beg for money. I think the scheme that he might have been trying to pull, the only one that I found that's kind of close, is like trying to get a picture with me. But then again, like no one was taking a picture of me. We were just trying to get home, and we had a set schedule, and we were trying to just get Alex to her field trip on time. And she wasn't right next to me. Like she was kind of like, she's like 10 feet away maybe. And God, it was just, it was so close. He was so weird. Oh my God. Okay. So then I had dinner with Claire, the blonde Claire, at this place that has a decent view. It was pretty expensive. She ordered the gnocchi, and then I wasn't too hungry, so I mostly just ate like fries, and then I just had a drink, and that was it. And then September 13th is the day of the field trip, and I did get a lot of footage from that. I'm not entirely too sure where we went. So the first place, what we ended up seeing was like one of the Medici. Sorry, like people are very specific here on how you say Medici. It's not Medici, it's honestly, I don't know. I'm still kind of confused. They're like, oh, they'll charge you like 5 cents more for your cappuccino if you say it wrong. So we went to the Medici house, and we listened to a tour, and like the two groups, so there's 2 buses, and each bus had like their own tour guide and their own little like headphones thing. So yeah, our guy was pretty cool. He was talking, like him a lot. He's actually leading the presentation on the Santa Croce on Monday, so I'm super stoked about that. And then after the Medici house, we got back in the car. We drove to Vinci, you know, like Leonardo da Vinci, like the birthplace of Leonardo da Vinci. Yeah, it's a really pretty town. The presentation was very boring, but I guess that's okay. Yeah, and over there we had lunch, and it was like really bad. Like they were like microwave trays, and they brought it to us like in the microwave tray. Like we knew all they were doing was microwaving the food. And like Claire's architecture, blonde Claire, hers got in later than the rest of ours. We were already ready to go, and then they served her, and then she was like, nope, I'm not doing this. And then we just paid the €6.50 and left. Yeah, I didn't film it because it was really nasty. And then after we left, we went to where did we go? Trying to remember. Oh yeah, obviously we went to the Machiavelli, the Casa Machiavelli, and that was the really, really pretty one. Oh God, that one was so cool. Oh, love it. And we had like dinner, and there was just like all this order for foods. There's aperitivo, and then there was like multiple courses for the aperitivo, and then there was the primero, I don't know, first plate, and then there was segundo, which is second plate, and then there was dolce, I believe. I'm still trying to understand what's happening with that. But yeah, it was a great experience, and it's only like a 30-minute drive from here, but I don't really know when I'm gonna have enough money to visit that place again because it seems so expensive. But we like, since we're like students, we got in free through our program, so that dinner was really cool, and I'm just excited for the potential possibilities of going to like a really fancy dinner again. And then so the day after the field trip, which was September 14th, I just had like a lazy day. That was yesterday. I just woke up late. I personally ran errands. I went to the grocery store, I went to the bank, and I went to the Tim store. I had to go to the Tim store because my phone kind of like cut out and it was being super weird, so I just had to go and get my phone fixed, and now I have phone service again, so that's great. And then after I ran errands, me and Alex, I keep saying we because later I hung out with her, we just hung out, we walked around, we went back to the Brandy Melville because she remembered a dress that she liked there, and then she also got some shorts. I didn't get anything. I'm trying to save some money, but there are definitely a lot of cute things there. Like there's this, I think I'm gonna get it, but I don't know when I'm gonna get it because I'm not gonna wear it here. It's a shirt that says Florence. It's like a white halter top. It's pretty cute, but what am I gonna do? Wear a shirt that says Florence in Florence? And then also it's like the English name for Florence. So like the Italian name for Florence is Fiorenza, I believe. Still trying to get the pronunciation on point. My Italian teacher hasn't really quite taught us pronunciations yet, except for the C, because the C is just like the hard one where you don't know if it makes a ch sound or a k sound. So she did teach us that one, but the rest of them we haven't been introduced to yet. The rest of it might be intuitive. I don't know. We'll find out. And then after I hung out with Alex, we came back here, and then Claire wanted to go out to dinner, and we were going out to dinner. So we ended up being risky and trying like a burger place here. It's called Off the Hook. It was actually surprisingly good. Like, it's probably one of the better burgers you're gonna get in Florence. Like, it was pretty accurate as to what burgers are like back in the US. And then today, I'm just gonna work on my figure drawing homework because I have to do like 10 drawings for Wednesday's class, and it's kind of stressing me out, so I should probably start that soon. Okay, so then other updates. I have been bit so much. Like, I have bug bites all over. I'm being feasted on. They're not taking anything. They're just biting up everyone, and I'm getting the most bites out of everyone, it feels like. Oh my god. Oh. No, Max, he's taking all of Seraphina's bug bites somehow. Like, he just has like he'll be buzzing around Seraphina, and then we'll just go Max, and then we'll bite him. So he's been getting bit up more than I have, but they're all over my arms and my ankles, and I don't have bug spray yet, and it's just it's no fun. Okay, and then also currently my classes are in full swing until like I think it's mid-October. I'm not entirely sure how long I have like this intense. So I'm only taking 2 classes right now. It's like an intense Italian class and then my drawing class. So my Italian classes are Monday to Friday, 9 to noon, and then usually I have a general meeting from 12 to 1. So the general meetings are like really informative but boring. So I don't like them, and I'm excited for them to be over, but they are definitely informational. And then I also have drawing class Wednesday night. I think it's like 6 to 8. I don't know. It's like a pretty late class, and it might be 7 to 9. I don't know. It's a 2-hour thing on Wednesday. And then you, on the way back, walking home, there's just so many people. Like in the morning, you wouldn't recognize it from the morning to the night, just like walking home. It's crazy, like how the characteristics of a street can change so much here, and because you can close shops and then you don't recognize like what's in the shop because you can't see it, and then so it's just a completely different town at night is what it kind of feels like. I just wanted to say thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next week. Ciao.